Did you, did Carl call you about the housing authority? Do we control Marshville? You didn't know? I didn't know either. But they're not under us. Are they under HUD? Where's Dan is?
To approve plans at this meeting.
Not at this meeting.
I mean, I couldn't ask. I said, I would
This
say no.
round.
I think he's got bids.
Yeah, he does. It's what he's, I don't know about the bid, but he's got.
So I don't know who controls the vote.
Well,
I noticed the mayor got a couple of appointments. I don't know who else got appointments.
but he was saying he was wanting to know if they was under our authority. I said, I don't think so. I would say no. And I referred him to you because I thought maybe you would know. Okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll text him and tell him to turn it if it doesn't.
Two things.
Carl tell you what's happening?
I figured someone.
I might not get a response though.
Mother-in-law got kicked out of the chairman of the board.
I'll be there. Go figure, huh?
So he's trying to figure out how it works. I know John got 2 appointments. I don't think he controls.
But they're not under us.
Hey, what I read about you on today? Yeah.
What?
April. Did you retire from April?
What's that for?
Why was it on Facebook?
What's it for?
Look, I'm not a Facebook fan, so.
We did that already, huh? Oh. Yeah. Mr. Allen, how you gonna handle these bids for the greenway? Local?
For that property. Green waste site?
Hey, no, you still.
What about it?
That'd be Jacob.
How you wanna do it?
Open it.
I happened to look at them today,
Jake?
Go ahead.
which is unusual, because I usually don't want to see it.
Just open them and
Go back and add it to these.
give them back. Now to me.
There's other weird things on Facebook.
Like
There's some other stuff.
Okay, good. Let me email myself.
What's the carrot? $50,000.
They told you to do that.
In fact, I'll pass them for you.
Library, I'm sorry.
I'm the new librarian.
Oh, you look like you could
I
be
do,
a librarian.
I do, I got my glasses on.
Oh,
Must be all. It's all one package, yeah, the financial and
oh, okay, so this one goes in. I guess, yeah.
We got so many people.
the forms.
I'm confused. Okay. This is yours. A library.
I've been walking for.
Who's that?
Library committee step 1.
Have a meeting lately? Company agent.
I don't know what that is. No, that's right.
You'll make it, suck it up.
I don't know.
Suck it up.
Who else is going through, James? Yeah, but that morning, all kind of stuff right here.
It's all right. 4 o'clock, let's call the Avoyelles Parish Police Jury Committee meeting to order. Today's date's October 9th, 2025. Please stand for the invocation, followed by the pledge. Please bow your head. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to serve the people of Avoyelles Parish. Grant us police jury wisdom, unity, and understanding in every decision made tonight. May your peace guide our discussions, and may that all we do here bring honor to the parish. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everybody. We got a long one tonight, so we might as well get started. We'll start with the delegates. Dr. Borlon, Parish Coroner, you up first.
Yes, sir. So I was actually give you guys a little update on what's been going on in the coroner's office for the year. So I'm going to kind of go through a few of our statistics that we have to date for 2025. So to date, we have 388 deaths, which you can expect to have about 1% of your population of your parish die per year. So we have a parish population of about 45,000 to 46,000. So that'd be about 450 to 460 deaths per year. So we're up to 388 per year to date. Which is always important that the police jury wants to know is how many autopsies we've ordered to date. We have 15 autopsies performed to date, 5 of those belonging to the parish and 10 belonging to the municipalities. So of those, we have 6 that were homicides and 2 that were infants under the age of 1, which are required to be autopsied by state law or Louisiana statutes. 3 of those were inmates where deaths occurred either in our correctional facilities here in the parish or as a result of an action that occurred in the correctional facility. 1 was an overdose, which we're now able to avoid because of our machine, which I'll talk to you guys about in a little bit, that we acquired, that we can do with toxicology on site now. And the other were for natural causes, which had foul or suspicious circumstances. All right. We have a total of 23 toxicologies that we've ordered. We use a special company, like most coroner's offices in Louisiana, called NMS. It's an outside service that is a comprehensive toxicology panel. The majority of those toxicologies are covered under a grant, which most coroner's offices in the state utilize. So out of those 23, we've had all of them, but 9 invoices not covered. Those ones that aren't covered are usually toxicologies associated with motor vehicle accidents, where their toxicologies are negative, which are required by state law to be done, and also overdoses where an overdose occurred without a narcotic. A narcotic has to be present within that toxicology to be paid for by the grant. All right, talking about overdoses. We're luckily on a downward trend for overdoses, so far for the year, we've had 10 overdoses, fatal overdoses. Of those being 4 being fentanyl related. Last year we had 18, 11 being fentanyl. Now this is to date, so we still have a little bit of the year left to go. But we have 10 overdoses, 4 of those being contributed to fentanyl. We've done, between myself and Jessica who handles the OPCs in the office, which are order of protective custodies, where people are a threat to our society because of being suicidal, homicidal, or gravely ill. She's done an order of protective custody on 26 residents here in the parish. And between myself and my nurse practitioner, mental health nurse practitioner, we've done 84 coroner's emergency certificates on our residents here in the parish in either one of our hospitals or one of our psychiatric facilities, Beacon or office. So the last thing I wanted to tell you guys about was a little bit about our machine, because I'm sure some of y'all are aware of it and some of y'all aren't. But we have a machine now that we've acquired with the help of some of our legislators. And it's a very convenient machine to have on site here locally in the parish. We're able to now do our toxicology on site and get results immediately within about 30 minutes. So if we have an individual that is just a young individual, you know, you assume that they're overdosing, you're not making a guess or rolling the dice or contributing it to something which, you know, you're not sure about, or not ordering unnecessary autopsies. These are bodies that we used to have to send out to our forensic centers and have autopsy or have toxicology done there at the forensic center, where it was somewhere between $1,000 to $4,000 per decedent. So far to date, since I got the machine, since our officer received the machine, we've run 10 toxicologies, which we're able to forego autopsies. So those autopsies are about $3,800 to $4,000 a piece. So as you can tell, our machine, which was quite a costly machine, is working out to be very beneficial for the parish in terms of saving money on unnecessary autopsies. It's what a lot of rural parishes are running into, and unfortunately, they're running into these situations where the coroner is in a predicament and has to make a call. And most of the time, because of liability, they're sending all these bodies to the forensic centers, and they're doing autopsies, which are completely normal autopsies. When in fact, they do the autopsy, and after the fact, toxicology comes back and the patient overdosed. So far, that's what's going on in our coroner's office, and just wanted to give you guys an update and see if you had any other questions or. Yes, sir.
James, you said the suicides are going down in the parish?
Yeah, I don't know, I can't tell you the suicides, I can tell you that the overdoses have gone down. I don't have my last year's numbers on suicides, but I'm saying, I'll be honest with you, being that we only have 2 suicides, 6 homicides, 5 fatal motor vehicle accidents, 1 drowning, 2 infant deaths, 1 from sudden unexplained infant death, and 1 that was undetermined, even after autopsy, 10 overdose fatal deaths. That's our breakdown. So we have 2 suicides this year. That is actually low compared to my prior years.
Seemed like it seemed like it was high last year.
Yeah, post-COVID was a bad time. We had a lot of overdoses in '21, and we had a lot of suicides in '21. Post-COVID was a real bad, it was a bad time for us.
Quick question, Doc. On the overdoses, how many of them were opioid related?
Opioid related or fentanyl related?
Fentanyl related, yeah.
4 out of 10. Now, other ones are also opioid related, but not fentanyl. Could have been oxycodone, or Suboxone, or you name it, hydrocodone, or heroin. So some of these other overdoses that are in that 10 are actually opioid related. I don't have the exact breakdown.
Gotcha.
I can find it for you one day. But specifically, I knew you probably wanted that fentanyl, because fentanyl is the magic word now. It's 4 out of 10.
Now, I
Last
remember-
year we had
20-something?
11 out of 18.
11?
Cool. How about the homeless in the parish? Well, it seemed like there's a lot of homeless.
I can't speak for the homeless up there.
You know,
No, we often get called at times, to be honest with you, they call us because they want us to PEC or CEC or OPC a homeless person, but you can't, that's violating someone's rights, personal rights. You can't PEC or OPC or CEC an individual because he's homeless. The patient, and your residents have concerns, but we follow strict guidelines that we follow, so that we're not unnecessarily having these people picked up and brought to the hospital, because it becomes a vicious cycle. You bring them to the hospital just because they're homeless or because it's a soft call, where the ER doctor sees the patient, says, we're not doing anything to this patient, and they release him back in the street before the cop that brought him to the hospital can get back to his place where he's hanging out. This is not this is an issue for the parish, I'm sure, but it's nothing that we can fix from our coroner's office standpoint.
Go ahead.
Given the investigation of the cause of death, is there anything in what you see that I suggest so that or do y'all?
Yeah, we work with law enforcement firsthand. We actually part of the judicial branch, so we actually work with all the detectives in each municipality, if it's within a municipality, or with APSO, or Raymond Board Correctional Center for yes, that occur within the correctional centers.
Right. What I was thinking is, for things that might be put into,
Yes, we're doing that right now, and that's part of the money that we're also allocating from the police jury, with that money that we've been receiving from Big Pharma. So we started at the level of doing, that's a whole different subject, I don't know how much time I have, but we started at the very early kids level, high school and middle school level education. Now we're getting into allocating money into treatment, folk center, and those kind of things where, so we're being allocated more and more money, which is a very good thing, and that's actually making a big difference. I actually think these initiatives with, Sleeves Up Coalition, the Avoyelles Youth Coalition, all this stuff that we're getting money funded for, is actually helping bring these numbers down. I also think it has an effect with opening things back up again, like keeping people sheltered and staying in the house, drinking beer and doing drugs all the time and stuff like that. So I think it has, opening things back up and letting people do what they need to do makes a big difference in people's life.
So you're saying, you mentioned Cities Up, and I was just about to ask about that. So distributing the Norcan, things like that, that is pretty much
Yes,
helping with the
ma'am,
numbers.
that's been part of our, we have a real big kind of process going now where we have a number of people who applied for this money that we've been allocating, and we're starting to see now, I think informing these kids at a very young level, that's why they asked me to be on that part of that panel, the police jury asked me to be on that. I think starting with the limited money we had at the beginning, starting at the education level before they become addicted to drugs or on drugs, to me, was very important. But also see what this Hope Center right here in this parish does for people, and my patients personally, and how much success this Hope Center has out of any place in the state of Louisiana. This is amazing Hope Center we have right in this place in Roseberry. So that's why I think allocating money to them is so important too as well.
Any other questions? Appreciate you, Doc.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Carl Chapman here, I don't see him.
Nope.
Mr. Joey Petch, Joey Petch here?
Nope.
Okay. Mr. Carmouche asked to speak tonight instead of Tuesday, so I'm gonna let him go. This is in regards to Little River Road. Okay, go ahead, keep 3 minutes, please.
Good morning, good afternoon. The only reason I'm here today is, as the marshal in Ward 2 of Avoyelles Parish, in the last 2 weeks, I received a bunch of calls on Little River Road in the Spring Bayou area. I've already talked to several people. I spoke to Mr. Mark Burrell, I spoke to Mr. Allen, and I spoke to Mr. Kevin. The issue is they're getting flats, and I'm not talking just 1 or 2 flats. By my count, as of this afternoon, we're talking about over 25 flats. They're telling me they're finding wire, like construction wire, and some of the big rocks. Now this is, I didn't witness this is what they're telling me. So I'm just here today to make you aware that there's an issue on Little River Road. Mr. Kevin says he's already went out there and inspected the road. We don't find any evidence of anything that would be causing these flats. But instead of having everybody on Little River Road flood this room today, they asked if I would come and just make you aware and maybe look into it, do a little investigating. I don't know if there's somebody that's building a camp down the road and they're hauling their own stuff in that's falling off. I don't know if the grader is bringing stuff up to the top and it just works this way. I don't know. So I'm on the agenda for Tuesday. I can take myself off on Tuesday because I feel like we'll satisfy what we're doing here today. And again, Mr. Allen, I know you're on one side and Mark, you're on one side. I think most of the residents.
I'm on the side where they're complaining.
Exactly.
I've been there, I've been with that road 30 years. You think I've heard some complaints?
I'm sure you have. So I'm gonna go back and tell these people that you guys are aware of the situation. And I also did tell them if they have an issue, I'm just a marshal. Call your police bureau.
That's right.
And let them handle it, let the system work.
Just give them Mark's cell phone number.
You know what? So, you did?
I did talk to
I
her.
appreciate it. And I did talk to her after and she appreciated it. So a lot of these people just a phone call or a knock on the door, hey, look, I heard y'all having some problems. Maybe that would solve all that. But you know how people can get. Once they get stirred up, it gets out of hand. So thank you
No,
for
it
your
ain't
time.
gonna get out of
We have
hand.
an issue on Little River Road. If y'all can do whatever y'all can do, I appreciate what y'all do for the parish.
We're looking into it.
Is anybody keeping up with what they're taking out of the tires?
That's
So
right.
the individuals
I wanted
that I'm
evidence.
talking to, I mean, they don't have a spreadsheet, but the people I talked to, like one family in 1 week had 6 flats.
But what is,
Some are wires. like
all different
construction-
things?
Some are some construction wires. I got a call today that it was a big rock cut the side of his tire.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it was all roofing tax, we'd know somebody was taking the road.
Absolutely.
but-
It's not the case. I don't think it's that at all. It's just, they live on a gravel road, they know that.
I live on a
the
gravel
property.
road, I understand.
So do I. I haven't received any flats. I know Mr. Mark lives down there, no problem.
No, I don't live there. I'm
It's
a
on the
tenant.
further part of the Little River Road. Just, if Kevin, if y'all can just do what y'all do and make contact with some of these people, I think y'all be all right.
Which, I guess the best thing is, know when it's being graded, go check it then to
Right
see if
after it gets
anything.
graded, see
Yeah.
if it's bringing stuff up to the
Fresh.
top.
Okay,
Thank y'all for your time.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, that takes care of the delegates. We'll move on to committee reports. First up, financial report, Ms. Jamie.
Yes, sir. So I was able to put everything, up on the walls here for you to look at either side. The first page is our revenue. The darker shade of purple is the actual, that actual to date. The lighter shade is budgeted. I'll try to run through it real quickly because I know we have a lot on the agenda tonight. So all of the, most of the accounts have a favorable variance with the exception of road and bridge and solid waste. General fund is currently at 3.1% above its revenue that was budgeted. Health unit's at 17.4%, library's at 10.8%. Permit department is at 19.3%, which is very good for that department. Road and bridge is down 33%, and solid waste is 15.9%. And I kind of attribute that to it being a sales tax. I think things are gonna pick up towards the holidays. I don't foresee us ending the year with that increase, with that decrease. With the favorable results, favorable variables for the other funds, that's gonna result in a budget surplus, hopefully at year end, if it stays the way it is. On the second page is the expense. It's kind of set up the same way with the top being the actual and the bottom bar being budgeted. If you look at it now, we're getting close with the general fund. It's like 2% below. Road and bridge is doing very well at 41% below. Solid waste is 27% below. Drainage is 30%. Health unit is 23%. The library is 34%, and the permit office is 6%, so they also have a very favorable variance. The next page, I'm sorry. I created this today, I know we don't have much time, but just to give you kind of an overview of the accounts that are made up from ad valorem. So the general fund is 13%, ad valorem, drainage is 22%, health unit is 25%, and 40% for the library. Sorry, sales tax, that's 25% for road and bridge, and 75% of that goes to solid waste. So this is the road and bridge expense. That previous slide that I showed you, 40% of that money goes towards salaries and benefits. 43% goes towards maintenance in the parish. 13% is equipment purchases and lease, and 4% of that is office operation. Same thing for solid waste. It gives you the overview of what's happening in that department. 88% of that money is used for the garbage contract. Salaries and benefits is 6%, 2% cost at the I call it the dump. That's what we refer to it as. I know it's probably not the best word. And 4% for purchase and lease of equipment. And I also have the cash balances if you want to listen to those tonight. They really didn't change very much. General fund has a balance of 82,000. Road and bridge is 3.9 million. Solid waste is 7,600,000. Drainage is 1,192,000. Health unit has 5,400,000. Library is 2.1 million. Tourist commission has 394,000. Permit department has 256. Section 8 has 194,000. The HUD administrative fund has 125,000. Gaming mitigation fund remains unchanged at 300,000, and our litter abatement fund, which is newly funded, has a total of $765. And if anybody has any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them at this time.
Any questions? Okay, thank you very much. Next up, OSEP, Mr. Joey.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan's been cutting grass, we've changed some bulbs at the health unit, had some sewer problems also at the health unit, both in Funky and Walksville. We had some leaking flush valves that we had to repair. Over here at the courthouse, we had some bulbs on the third floor. Also, we had to get the city to jet the sewer line that goes out this way. Mr. Twine, either 96 signs he did straighten, replace, or installed. We had a few that asked for some new signs, and then get them to my department. The hazardous mitigation plan has been approved. I'll be going to all the municipalities and also the police jury for resolutions accepting the hazardous mitigation plan, and then after that, we will be in line with that. The GOSEP grants from FEMA have been approved for the 2025 SHISHIP and EMPG. We have a generator project that goes back to Gustav Ike, and I have to go to each generator that was installed throughout the parish and do GPS coordinates, and also take pictures and see if it has a automatic transfer switch or a manual. And that's what I have right now.
Talking about generators, I read something today that if you have a generator, they recommend it be 25 feet from the building now.
The propane tank does. Or you have to install carbon monoxide.
Is carbon monoxide the issue?
Yes, you have to install that if it's not.
Oh, that's gonna, I'm gonna have,
The generator has to be 25 feet away from the structure,
well,
or
that's
install.
key word, recommendation. I don't
No,
mean you-
this is.
They're gonna make you do it, move it?
Pretty much.
So you'll have to move it, yeah?
I think Robert's moving up.
Detectives?
Yes, it's the, yes, it's
Bunch of
pretty
people
much-
have them right by the house, like AC.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not going back, it's just new install.
Move forward, okay. Okay, yeah, so the grandfathered in,
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying. Okay,
Yes.
all right.
I recommend everybody having a carbon monoxide detector in there, you know, and smoke. Definitely smoke. Smoke, if anybody needs smoke, if you know somebody, all the fire departments will install smoke detectors free of charge. You know, so if anybody needs smoke detectors, please. I was a fire chief for 30, and I was a volunteer before for 10. I have never taken a deceased body out of a working smoke detector out of a, there, so they do save lives.
Okay.
But if anybody knows, just contact the fire department.
We do my Simsport.
Yeah, they get a grant from the fire marshal, and then they install them.
All right.
Joey, how about the generator over here, man?
I still haven't waiting on price. I called Alpha. They have not given me a price, and I saw they have another one, Red Dog, that they advertised, and I called both of them. I still haven't gotten a price from either one of them. I called Alpha back again, 2 weeks ago. I'm coming, and I never seen them.
Just to give a price?
Just to give us a price, yes, sir. Yeah, we have two prices, but I mean, there was a lot of difference in price.
Joey, you try Fireman Electric and Simsport?
Is that?
Fireman Electric.
No, I haven't.
They do generators.
I'll give them a call.
Any other questions from Mr. Joe? Okay, thanks, sir.
Alrighty, thank y'all.
Next up, road, bridge, and drainage, Mr. Calvin.
Hello, everybody. Thank everybody for their prayers and Cheryl and everything. She is doing really good, wobbling around. She's doing very well. So, I just came back this afternoon from Manny. Went over there yesterday for the Louisiana Parish Engineers and Supervisors Association meeting in school. And I left a little early today to come back for all this, but very informative. I was telling Jacob, I know he normally goes to the Police Jury Convention. Those of y'all who go to the Police Jury Convention this year, y'all will get a very big earful from the legislative update from the Police Jury Association. The lady talked for probably 2 hours on a lot of bills from Senator McPherson, Senator Cloud. There's a lot of stuff that pertains to parish and municipalities on some things good, some things bad. Some things that'll help us out. Severance tax is a big, huge thing that they've talked a whole lot about, and maybe possibly some increases to the local municipalities and the parish government. We ran through a bunch of new technology, it's AI. I'm kind of familiar with it from construction, but kind of hoping I'm fully retired by the time that really comes in, and then some young fella can come in on that. But the AI technology is coming in for, it's detecting it, what's in your road and what's under your road, and culverts and everything else. Just driving over it and seeing all the way through, and then mapping it out. But it's a very good conference. Had a lot of vendors there, got some good feedback from some vendors. On the maintenance end, been out since last Thursday, turned it over to Keith and Kenneth. They've been doing a good job, I'm still getting my reports. But, on the big side, we have an operator that operates a grader across the river. He's out also with knee surgery. So we picked his grader up last Thursday, brought it to Doggett. It's the oldest grader that we have, and had a lot of leaking cylinders and just a lot of minor things on it. And that grader has to last, it needs to last us another 2 years. Our grader's current lease will be up in October of '27, and long-range plans were to buy one of the ones we have on lease now and then retire that one that has almost 15,000 hours on it. So hopefully we get another 2 years out of it. We'll be okay, but it's at Doggett right now. Got a few other pieces of equipment go down, nothing real major. Some rims on the tractor. We've haven't made any headway on the trailer that y'all approved. The company that I'm dealing with still hasn't got us the trailer yet coming this way. Okay. I was talking with Jacob, we did find another one. It's another older one that we can pick up for probably about 5,000 or a little less, 4 or 5. And so we may look at doing that in that $20,000 range y'all approved, because our white goods pile is really starting to get out of hand. We got our tires moved out, we had to pay for that. But the white goods pile is really getting up there. Y'all familiar with the fire we had, so but it's getting really big. I've got some other things on the agenda we'll be talking about after a while with bridge programs and different things. One of the big announcements at the convention, I thought it was a very big announcement, was the lady who manages the off-system bridge program in Baton Rouge is retiring. And she came in, Miss Barber. Miss Barber retired. She came in when I started with the jury. And her predecessor, Gary, I only got to work with him a little while. And she helped us out a lot. I'd call her and say, hey, stupid question. And she would take her time answering me, because it was asked that we get the bridge program on the wraps when I started, and I think we've done that. But we don't know who's gonna take her place yet. Hopefully it's another big fan of Avoyelles Parish. We are, and she said that we are one of her top-notch parishes now. We did get some praise on that one, so. Any questions?
Kevin, library,
First pour is tomorrow, 6:30 in the morning, concrete trucks are scheduled. We'll be pouring that back section.
I went to look at that pipe, that's a drain for that little building.
It doesn't come from the building though, it comes from out in the grass. We didn't damage it.
Yeah, no, I told them
Leave it alone.
that even though they break it, I don't think they use it.
Yeah,
Is there a sink in that little building?
Because it comes from dead center of them 2 old gates.
Yeah, but you can see where they broke the concrete to pass and go connect it into the sewage of the library.
Well, we didn't damage it.
Yeah.
She's gonna, I told him if he does damage, we're gonna fix it. Because even if it's not being used now, maybe it may need to be used in the future.
Yeah, but
They're on top of it, and as they go, it should get deeper and deeper. You know.
well, it turns right there, right at the back of the building, back of the library.
Yeah, it goes straight into that clean out.
Yep.
Yeah. So-
They do have a sink in there. It's a utility sink. They have a utility sink and a toilet. That's what
No.
they have.
No,
It has
they
to
have
be
a
used.
Yeah, I won't run a toilet. That's
No,
just
that
a
ain't
2-inch line.
that ain't a
I'll
toilet
run a
line.
sink, that's it.
Huh?
They have
I
a
won't run
toilet in there?
Not that line.
Well, they have one. I mean, we haven't used it. Our group.
I don't know where it drains.
Yeah, it's a 2-inch line, so we run a sink, that's it. But first pours in the morning. Anybody else?
Anybody? Yep. All right, thanks, sir. Next up, we have HUD, Ms. Daniel.
Okay, I included a letterhead for everyone to review with the new admin plan. One of the requirements was for me to create a logo. So that's what I came up with, just to kind of see what it looks like.
Nice. I
didn't do my normal reports this month just because I've been head deep in the admin plan, but I do have a total of 131 vouchers out. I have 7 pending. I think I would have 5 left to issue for the rest of the year. We've done 13 total inspections and 2 of those were initials. For the admin plan, one of the major changes in it is the inspections. We do move-in inspections, we do special inspections, and now we have to do move-out inspections. With those, just this month, I think we have 5 or 6 move-outs, plus we have move-ins, and then if anyone calls and needs a special inspection, we have to go do those also. Let's see.
Yearly inspections?
And it's on the
Yes, ma'am.
agenda, too. It's on the agenda for the change with full-time.
Okay. For our preferences, those are ways that tenants or applicants can move to the top of the waiting list. We had 2. Those were the Violence Against Women Act and if they lost their house due to a house fire. The house fire has been changed to natural disaster, which I think that would be more beneficial. It's a broader range. Let's see. Homeowners program is included in the new admin plan. I haven't had time to start on that yet, but I do plan to reincorporate the homeowners program. I spoke to you about the signature. And I think that's it.
Any questions for Ms. Danielle? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Permit, Ms. April.
Good afternoon. I have my report from September. We had 133 total permits. 42 were rentals, 23 purchased homes or mobile homes, 11 brand new mobile homes, 14 new constructions, 4 RV setups, 2 solar panels, 23 electrical permits, 1 cell tower, 2 demolition permits, 8 contractor renewals, 1 RV setup, 1 swimming pool, and 1 violation that we are currently working on. And I have our new employee, Mr. Jeff, our new permit clerk.
Welcome.
Going to bring him some,
Read 'em.
he's doing a good job so far.
Welcome.
Very good. Yes, sir.
Where's the cell tower permit at?
Caught me off guard.
Hopefully Mansura.
No, it's not. It has an upgrade
Hopefully,
in,
for you, hopefully Mansura.
It's not in Men's Road.
Oh. AT&T's horrible there.
Newport area.
Oh.
None in Men's Road.
So Kevin gets a better internet. He must have pulled some politics.
I know.
Any questions for Ms. April?
I have one.
Yes,
Did you get any all well permits?
I did not.
What they were
We're
doing,
probably gonna have 2 funds.
what they were doing,
That one you told me about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get it yet.
We're probably gonna have 2 funds.
to what?
Funds.
Stay on.
Fines?
Yeah.
Cause they dug something in back of Spring Bar.
Well,
They hauled all county equipment back down on Little
Well.
It
River.
comes from the same place.
Huh?
It comes from the same place.
A lot of equipment.
In other words, they come from the same place.
You definitely have 2 drilling off the log road back there, by United Road.
All righty. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And welcome, Jeffrey. All right, library, Ms. Candy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm here to report on library activities for September 1st to the 30th. In terms of patron services, we've had 1,662 checkouts for physical books, 1,144 checkouts for ebooks and audiobooks, for a total of 2,803 checkouts. Our interlibrary loan program, we've had 55 books requested to list to patrons via that program. It's called Loan Shark. This program is providing cost-free to Lowell Parish residents to the state library, which helps to alleviate the strain on the library's book budget by allowing the library to borrow requested titles it does not own in its collection from other libraries in the state of Louisiana. In terms of programs and community engagement, we've had a total of 6 programs this past month with a total number of 41 attendees. In terms of facilities, I would like to report our Moorville branch has a few loose floor tiles. We found 100 or so. And that's due to it being old and worn. And due to safety issues this may pose to patients and staff. I reached out to a few local flooring companies for quotes. We did have the Cody Flooring Company out of Donkey respond, and a representative should be going out there tomorrow, and we'll be following up with me in the upcoming week. Of course, Ms. Kevin's already covered the parking lot. Ms. Jamie's covered the financial report. So, but I would like to talk about our grants, external funding. Currently, the library is fully funded for the E-rate Category 2 services. That's router switches, wireless access points, everything we need to have our internet services functioning properly. That is scheduled to begin in 2026. We are currently hiring for a program coordinator. Currently, we're doing pretty well with programming, but I would like to extend that to like seniors, teens, the diverse age population. So we increase those efforts. We are hiring for a program coordinator at this time. All right, anybody have any questions?
Ms. Candy, on facilities, I was at the Simsport branch today for the centennial celebration, and Ms. Nora mentioned we did the sink not working. Did we get that fixed?
Yes, I did hear about that from her. She did update me at the end of last week, and I will be working on that as well. All right, any other questions? Yes.
Yes, you mentioned about the Moorville branch. Dakota's gonna come out just in trying to repair what you say is loose tiles, or get a budgetary number on replacing all the
Yes,
floors?
a budgetary number,
Okay, get that so we can plug that into our budget for 2026, since we're so close to the end of the year.
Yes, and
then everything will work out.
Yes, and I am currently working on the amended budget as well as the proposed budget for 2026.
And one other thing we need to work on together, I'll work with you, is at least, we knew we wanted the conference rooms, but at a minimum right now is to get the number of computers. I know that are very outdated, and in looking at your report, there was 580 computer uses branch-wide, and I think that's only gonna increase. Again, we're doing the E-rate Category 2 funding, but why don't we get us a budget and work together to try to get a computer budgetary number for the police jury to say yes or no on, for at least for next year, for 2026. And then in the meantime, we can work on these conference rooms in each one of the libraries that we kind of discussed.
Yes, we can definitely get that in.
Thank you.
Can-
iConvergence said they'd be in
Candy.
contact with you too.
The next board meeting, when is it?
The next board meeting is on October 15th at our Marksville branch.
October
5
15th.
p.m.
Next week, right? Any other questions for Ms. Candy? Thank you, ma'am. Next up, Letter of Baker, Mr. Lemoyne.
Talk loud enough, I don't need that. Good evening, everybody. So, kind of kept it short this month. Current letter investigations that we're investigating for property standards, we're starting to get a lot. We're up to 75 total. That's in progress. I have 51. New cases this month is 2, and completed so far is 13. And then we have 9 people that we had no contact with. That myself and Mr. Jim is still trying to track these people down. New certified property violation letters that went out so far. I did 2 of them, and I have a pile of them in my truck to go out. I think 6 more tomorrow. Surveillance sites that are set up throughout the parish, and parish dump sites, I got 6 of them set up right now. So that's for illegal dumping. We had 1 fine paid last month for our litter court. It was a gross littering violation. Guy came in and paid the fine, accepted responsibility. Responded to numerous litter calls throughout the parish, every day, all day. I'm working on building the cameras that you guys paid to buy at $3,000, that the cameras that I actually have to physically put together myself. I'm doing that when I got spare time. The cameras I have set out now are kind of like trail cameras that you can just strap them to a tree with a battery and they're good to go. That's the ones we got funded through the grant. By the way, speaking of, everything's in line with the grant. I've been submitting everything as I'm supposed to, so we shouldn't have any problem getting that money back from people using the vehicle. I've been working with DEQ on waste tires. I know we started working on the waste tire ordinances, so it's kind of a joint thing. We're kind of working with them.
I did attend the Keep Louisiana Beautiful conference a couple of weeks ago in Baton Rouge. Got to make some contacts with a lot of other parishes that are basically doing the same thing our litter abatement program is doing here. Kind of got some feedback from them to see what works, what doesn't work, and there's a couple of parishes that are doing the exact same thing we're doing. So we just need to keep moving forward with our program and keep building on it. I did get to get my office completed, so now I just need a little bit of furniture to put in it. It's completely done, and then just keep on building our program. Question?
With your cameras that you're building, game wardens, are y'all still kind of working together?
Yep. Matter of fact, the head guy I was working with out of Lake Charles office, he retires this month, and he's going to be working with me, continue to work with me, even though he's not working with Law Fisher anymore. He's the guy that I got the kind of a camera of his that I'm using to build mowing to see what to do and where the wire is going and all that stuff. Wildlife and Fisheries wouldn't give him up because he's not in this district, so we had a little workaround, so he's still helping me.
Good.
Shouldn't be an issue.
Very good. So what, Barry, what, Travis, did you say that he can write tickets now?
Yeah, it's for another another litter.
We got conflicting.
I think we're
need to get
supposed to
them
schedule up
together.
a meeting to kind of work that, the president is.
Jenny?
Ask when you have the cameras set up, you know, for the dumping spot. I hear so many people that people are dumping dogs or other animals.
Yeah, I did deer this morning.
Really? Would you be able to, I mean, in other words, there are severe state fines for dumping dogs. I hope that can be one of the things that.
Well, that would be a partnership with the sheriff's department or whatever legal, if it's in a municipality, I guess they would have to handle that. 'Cause there is a leash law in Louisiana.
Right.
And there is laws against illegal dumping of animals. Not that can be enforced through my ordinances, because I'm just with litter, but yeah. we work that
Jeffrey, do
together.
you do that around town?
So we get a lot of calls too for cruelty to animals, there's statutes, different statutes for abandoning animals, cruelty, and that would be a cruelty.
That's all state statutes that are outside of our parish ordinances, so it'd have to be a police officer.
Well, I know that given we are working towards the possibility of a parish-wide animal shelter, and so I've been investigating some of the legal aspects, and the fines are extremely high, animal cruelty and so on, from $5,000 to $25,000. So, you know, if the parish would choose to adopt ordinances along with, it might be able to pick it up with the cameras, both litter.
Oh, I see all kind of stuff. I had a guy riding a dirt bike and he rode a wheelie and wrecked into the bridge. But anyway, yeah, you're right.
So
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I think the cameras can serve, you know, wonderful purposes for a number of issues.
Yep, it was a very good purchase, and I think we're gonna make a lot of money with them.
Yeah.
The furniture, you need furniture?
I'm looking for a desk. I got with Miss Connie. She's got plenty of filing cabinets for me. All I need is a
Isn't there
desk.
some stuff up in the jail?
Miss Danielle sent me a photo
Oh,
of
you
the
found something?
desk
Okay.
upstairs on the 4th floor.
Yeah, they have,
I don't have a big office.
but they have all kind of stuff up there. You can go shop up there.
Okay, you gonna come up with it? Sure. I'm scared of ghosts.
Oh, no, ain't no too many goats.
There's ghosts in here.
Okay, anybody else?
Any questions?
All right,
Thank you.
Ben. Engineer report, Mr. Rhett.
Good evening, Mr. President, jurors, ladies and gentlemen. We're still working to close out the 2025 improvements. We still have a couple punch list items to do, but the job's done and a little bit of work that needs to be done. We have the 2026 House Bill 460 money and capital outlay. I know you have some agenda items later on coming up for discussion, so I'm not going to cover that. We are right now putting together capital outlay requests for the 2026 legislative session. So I know Kevin gave me one for a skid steer, and we usually do one for the parish for parish-wide road improvements. But if there's anything else that y'all would like to put together into a request for capital outlay, let me know, because all of those requests are due in to Baton Rouge by November 15th.
They changed it? I thought it was the 1st.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's the first of November,
the
yeah.
first.
Oh, okay, it used to be the 15th, but it's closing quick, so we're working on these applications.
Usually we have people come ask.
Yeah.
So, anyway, if y'all have anything else beside what we've usually asked for parish-wide road improvements, and for the one Kevin asked for the skid steer, let me know so we can start putting something together. The Monroe Far Bridge, we got news that they moved up the letting to October, 9th, 8th, and then they postponed it for 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from now, we'll have a letting for Monroe Far. The recreational complex, we have the plans being developed. They're supposed to be out and ready for review by the middle of November. And we're closing out several of the CWEP and LGAP grants that have been spent. So we're trying to get those closed out so we can apply for more later on. Any questions?
Questions? Thank you. All right, I'll dismiss all y'all.
Mr. Ray, I actually do have a
Okay.
question for the next cycle of capital outlay. What's gonna be a deadline for the jury to give you a list?
It depends how they want to do it. If they
Okay.
want to combine it with the House bill money,
Mm.
you know, the House bill money has a deadline. But if you want to go about it in two separate projects, which
Yeah.
we recommend doing,
Yes.
once you get your capital outlay money, there's really no deadline to getting that project delivered.
What is the House bill deadline? When is it?
June 30th, 2026.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have it, you're
But it-
supposed to have it spent by June 30th of
But are you
2026.
just gonna submit a blanket application is what I'm asking, since it's due November 1st, unless they changed it? Which
For-
they would have to bump it because November 1st is a Saturday
For,
for the capital outlay.
But it's just cap out a request.
that's capital outlay request for next year.
That's what I'm
for
saying.
26.
But if we're meeting in October, we won't meet again until past the deadline. So I was just wondering how we're
Special
gonna
meeting.
handle, submitting the list of whatever they wanted to do.
We normally just take the request from the jury and send in those requests.
I was just wondering.
What do you do a special meeting for?
It's kind of like a
Y'all just-
Christmas wish list.
Yeah, you just sent it in.
We just send it in.
Well,
And who dictates that? The jury does, right?
Jury.
9 jurymen, yeah.
Anytime that the jury wants to add to it, they've had all this time to just add.
I was
So,
just,
yeah,
I was
so we're
just-
clear, so Pan American does not dictate which roads get put on a capital outlay
No,
project,
no,
correct?
it's
Capital outlay is just a bundle.
Right.
The jury
Yeah.
says which road.
We
we're gonna
pick,
count.
no matter what, yeah, I got, but I'm just asking the
Capital outlay
question
is just a circle of
specifically.
The project
American
number
just
is for
engineering company.
parish-wide roadway improvement.
So your road
there's
doesn't have to be
nothing-
labeled.
Yeah, there's nothing specific about it. You're just asking for
You just
X
ask for, like,
amount of dollars
road
to fix your roads,
improvements.
yes.
And then if you get awarded it, then it comes back
Then
and
you
the
That's right.
jury
Then
decides
you
where
start
you would,
deciding.
has to vote on where to use that money for those road improvements.
Yes, sir.
I got you.
So I usually give a dollar amount where they want them at to run, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was,
Million.
that's
And
why I
we'll
was
match, yeah.
asking.
Last year, I think we asked for $1.5 million.
Yeah, right now,
And-
it's 500,000 for sure.
Yeah, that's what
That's
you
what
gotta
was approved,
prove.
right, Mr. Darrow?
That's what's approved.
That's what's approved for
But-
25 to 26.
Millions in priority one,
Yeah.
It's been all moved around. shifted.
But he's talking about next year's,
next year. We're talking
Yeah.
about-
Don't they need to give you a dollar amount that you need to ask for?
Yes, if not, we're just gonna do the
That's-
same application we did last year.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was
Yeah, as much
asking,
as you
because I
can.
know
Yeah.
the meeting will,
And the House money is due before they go to session next year, correct? The House money is due before they go to session.
The request for the House bill money?
Right.
Yes, you're gonna have to make those requests through your legislator, and, probably wanna give him as much notice as possible, when the bills start being filed.
Y'all dismissed if you wanna leave. Okay, we'll move to the business part of the meeting. Get out. Okay. Number one be the
John
open
Candy.
blighted property weed debris removal. We had our permit office on a meeting today, and we did that. And I think we had 3 bids,
they exceeded what those were.
and most of them exceeded what we said 15,000. I think we got enough to clean 2 lots. There was 2 bids of 7,500. So I know we can get 2 of them done. A third one might be on us, I guess. I don't know. We can talk about that. Item 2, Mr. Franks, wants to discuss items 4 and 5, so that might eliminate that later on. So Mr. Franks, the floor is yours.
Yes, Mr. President, you know, to the jury, we had a little meeting earlier, with the president and a couple people, and, presented something. Again, Rhett just brought up again what we've had, and we had some discrepancies on, again, capital outlay that was wanting to be used with some road improvements for 2025. And again, this little resolution here, I would like the jury to consider tabling these things. I would like the resolution with Pan American or whomever, a new committee that might be formed, a capital projects committee, that we put just a little bit more clarity, read in, you know, the evaluating on the engineer. We want to include some transparency again to the whole jury, timelines of when everything's going to be due. Again, anytime that there is money allocations over, underage, what kind of funds do we use? We want to have those. We want to know more in depth. I would want to recommend that more than just the Roads and Bridges Committee. I would like you as the engineering company to, just like you did right there, present to us, have it in paper to us. Because, you know, sometimes we sleep, we don't pay attention, we're all human, right? I just want to have a little bit more clarity in any resolution with whatever engineering company we go with. Again, I gave the president, Mr. Darrell, a recommendation on a committee. He can appoint it, or we can pass it by, put it up for a resolution to the police jury. And that agenda, again, hopefully could go through this committee that would be formed next month. Mr. Rhett, this month we have to decide this on the engineering before November 1st to do it. Is there a timeline
No,
of?
there's not a time, well, the only timeline you're gonna have with your House bill money is getting it spent by June 30th, 2026.
2026. Now, what you talked about early on, the capital outlay of what we would want to apply for next year.
That's gotta be budgeted, November 1st of this year.
That has to be done.
Yeah, we have to fill that out. That request goes into Division of Administration, then it goes to the governor's office, and then it makes its way to the legislature during the session.
I got you.
So it's a process, that's why it starts so early.
Right.
Again, we're just going, unless we get specific information from the jury, we're just gonna request the same thing we did last year, which was X amount of dollars for parish-wide road improvements.
So that's really, Mr. President, again, that's what I recommend. I want to get a little bit more clarity than with the roads and the way it was done this past year, a little bit more information that's there. Would really appreciate it if you can consider that new committee, and hopefully we can pass this through the new committee of capital projects. And we said on the recommendation I sent to you, anything over $50,000. I think Pan American was about $70,000 on the roads and bridges project for the roads for 2025. So definitely would exceed that limit. So I won't be here next week to vote on it, unfortunately. I'll be not here, but just wanted to give my opinion.
So we gonna get rid of, you wanna get rid of the road and bridge
No,
committee?
No, sir. Nobody said, no, just to put, he has it, and
I got the resolution that I'm gonna ask, we vote on it, but the resolution establishes this capital, projects committee. It'll basically be composed of the chairs of finance, finance chairman, road and bridges chairman, permit chairman, and personnel, basically our big permits, and that'll be their job. I'll need to send a copy out of this to you. I'll try to get it to everybody tomorrow, that way we have it, you can look over it. There's no doubt we've had some issues. We've had some serious issues. We talked a little bit about it today, and, you know, we just trying to move forward and correct some of the things that happened, and I think that's the goal, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I'll be sending this, I asked Jamie to send this out to everybody tomorrow. You will have a copy. Mark, I'll give you a hard copy tonight, okay?
And it won't apply to Road District 2, correct?
Do what?
It won't apply to Road District 2.
No.
No, no. Okay, all right, number 3, and that's why we're still gonna leave 4 and 5 on the agenda, but we might wanna table those, okay? So that'll be up to us to think about. Number 3, Travis, you wanna talk about it?
Yes, you know, with trying to do the committee and that, I'd like it to come in forth. There is some things we can't just only evaluate on our engineering group, not that Pan American's done a bad job or anything, evaluating everything that we have. But there is also there is a bill that was passed, and, you know, we can't only evaluate engineering firms just for price. And I did give some copies out to everyone, so, you know, their abilities and such forth. I still am digging some more. We bid out every single thing that we have at this police jury, but yet the bill, and checking with a lawyer, how can we have an open-ended engineering? Not saying Pan America's too hot. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying that if we can go out and bid out $1 million project and a company comes back at $997,500, that's his bid. But engineering and everything else, I would like us to see finding more specific costs to that, to where we can budget also, and it not being open-ended. That's all.
I'm wondering about a drawback of that being how fast the project gets done. So, Kevin, you want input on this?
We've had engineering firms come several times, and the jury, they stayed with the local firms just simply because they can move projects faster. We negotiate each project down to what we can.
The engineering too?
The engineering, yes, the engineering is negotiated on every project that we do to well below the standard, which is 10%. So however the jury wants to do it, I mean, I've worked with all the engineering firms, I mean, we
How long have we been doing business with y'all, Red, you know?
Since I've been
Pan
here,
American?
sure.
Long time.
And I know for a long
Long
time
time.
before
Is
that.
that one of the reasons at Pan America, we could, negotiate each, contract with them, correct? On the percentage, whether it's 10, 7, 6%. And that's why we kinda stick with Pan America.
Yeah, the only time you've ever paid up a little bit was when we did the administration building, because that's something that I really just couldn't do a whole lot of. And we ended up at, I think it was a 9%, on that, and neither one of these guys.
No.
Okay, there was some different people with Pan American, but the jury had reached out to other engineering firms on that, and, came back and selected Pan American to do the building and the solid waste yard. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, I've been filming the planning commission a long time. I think Pan American's been here since Willis was retired, and let go. I know Tom Dobby has come many times at no charge and helped y'all with community meetings and stuff like that, when, you know, when we had some troubles. You have two really good firms here in the parish. You've got Pan American, which probably 40% of y'all employees live in Avoyelles Parish, or at least 30%. And then you've got Delta Engineering, which all live in Avoyelles Parish. And both companies really good. And both companies are doing work for the parish all the way through. Delta's doing work for Road District 2. Road District 2 voted to start using them, and it was more so on, we wanted to stay local with these guys. They live in Road District 2. Prices weren't brought up. But again, we negotiate every job. However the jury wants to do it, I mean, I've worked with all these engineering firms, Meyer and all of them across, you know.
All right. Anything else?
No, sir.
I would just ask that if we could keep it at an individual negotiation on the projects, because you did $1.1 million of the jury project, and the engineering was $68,000. That's pretty cheap. And because I do a lot in my office, and whether they like it or not, I do a lot in my office, so you normal would have been 9-10% up to 1.1 million. So, if y'all say, okay, look, we wanna negotiate and have your committee be the
Yeah.
one doing the negotiating with them,
Yeah.
great, with the firms, and we can
What-
reach out with Delta, say, look, this is what we got coming up, who can handle it the best, who can get our paperwork on time.
That's what we'd like to know, I
Yeah.
think. That would solve a lot of our
This is what we can do.
What did you say their amount was?
What?
Did you say?
10%.
It's usually about 10%.
Yeah,
The
but
police
you just
jury,
said-
the police jury project that was just completed was $1.1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it,
And then you
68,
had-
69,000?
And then you had, no, yeah, 1.1 million was what we ended up, 68,000, I think was the engineer fee. Uh-huh. Yeah, because when you added the other 150 that went to Road District 2's project from the road bridge money, it brought us right up to 1.4 million, so however those numbers work out.
Well, that,
74,135.
That's what Pat Rickard ended up charging.
Oh, that's right, we had,
Mhm.
written inspection fees.
well, maybe, this committee could put a microscope under it a little better, everybody understand it,
If you have the ability to negotiate every contract out there and not put a blanket price where, okay, we're getting them for 9%. But a lot of these projects, we can get at 6 or 7,
All right. All right, number 4, there'll be a motion to adopt a resolution, select Pan American to provide professional engineers and program administrative service related to capital outlay program. Further authorizing the president to sign. There's a copy of that in your packet. I just want to say this is the same form we signed in September of 2024. Okay, so.
And Mr. Darrow, this form right here, all it did, he just said it earlier, all it did was say we would ask for $1 million, but did not say which roads, which projects or anything. He said that a little bit earlier. This is just to put the plan to the state, right, to act in a grant scenario, correct?
But,
No,
yeah,
what's being presented right now is a resolution for us to use the capital outlay money that you have already committed to you to start planning your road program and your road improvements.
Okay.
that's why we
And
might
where
need
does the plan come from? From the jury, right?
From y'all, yes.
Okay.
you tell them what roads, that'll
Right.
be the plan, but if you wanna bid this out, that's why we might have to table it. If we wanna start bidding it out, because you're gonna have to give each engineering company, correct, same opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, and
My intentions are not to try to make a bump in the road. I've just had some experiences that in this 2025 that I asked very direct questions. I asked one to Kevin, one to you, one to Mr. Darrow, and it goes either which way. And it was just not the way that I would intend it to be. And it's basically, I would like to see the committee formed. I may not, come January, may not be over finance. So if the committee gets formed, and the president doesn't put me over finance, I'm not even be on the committee. But at least there's 4 individuals of this jury that will know what goes on. And then in our resolution to you, we require, hey, I want you to be accountable to these 9 jurymen. And you get on that podium and you tell us everything. Not roads and bridges decided X, Y, Z. They have their agenda, right? And they have their purpose. I'm not knocking them. But again, we need to know. Now, if I'm sleeping, right? But you understand that I want to. I commend you. The other day, you called me. Hey, Trav, you got Business Loop Road, 366. I put it at 450. We got a little issue. I appreciate that. But I didn't get it on these last 2 roads.
So,
and I don't know who you had the conversation with, but it wasn't me. And I don't find that as transparency. I'm not trying to just knock you here. I'm just saying that's probably not the norm that the police jury has done before, where it was roads and bridges all dealing with this and Kevin. And look, everybody's here. I'm not hiding. I don't hide anything.
So road and bridges have 4 police jury members on it right now?
You no.
Yeah, yes you do.
Roads and bridges, no, sir. No.
Roads and bridges has Mark on it.
Mark,
You on the committee,
Sam,
Mark?
Clyde.
You on the committee, Mark?
3 of us.
3.
You on the committee? I'm on the committee, that's 2. You on it, that's 3. The president's on it, that's 4. So it's 4 members right now on the committee. So
The
it's not
president
2.
makes up these committees? I thought he had just appointed, he had attended.
It says that the president shall serve on each committee.
The president serve on every committee.
Mhm.
So it's 4. You got 4 members right now.
You can vote against the suggestion, Mr. Benson, it's okay.
Well, I know, but I
It's
just
okay.
want to bring it to your attention, Mr. Frank, that it's
understand.
4 police jury members on the it just so happens.
It's 4 on every
I'm the
committee.
chairman.
Yeah.
That's the
3
problem.
with plus.
Just say what the problem is.
Nah, I don't care. You're gonna be,
Say what
the
the problem
one I
is.
recommended, you would be one of the 4 on the new committee getting on there. You on the roads and bridges.
Just say what the problem is.
No,
Let's see what the problem
I think, I'll tell you what the problem is. I just want more transparency. And as 1/9 of this jury, I can demand that.
And
That's
as
all
one
I
night of
want,
this
more
committee, I can
information.
demand stuff too.
You,
Just like you.
well, I tell you what, I
You
got
don't
some
tell me
text
nothing.
messages, you got
Alright.
money that's
don't
not
tell me
allocated
nothing.
right
Alright.
now to get spent on the
Okay.
roads in 25.
Hey, all right.
I'm just gonna tell you, if you wanna,
don't
get out
tell
some
me-
dirty
We're gonna put
laundry,
it-
we
we're
can
gonna
handle
put
it
it-
right
don't
now.
tell me-
Hey,
I'm-
hey,
I'm
hey.
Mr.
Guys,
Mr.
come to
President,
order.
I'm sorry,
Come
I'm
on,
being
come on,
nice.
come on. All right, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, if I'm understanding this right, this is for the 500,000 that y'all, that we got, is that right?
That would be, that we know we have for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so if you put your 25% with it, if we just go to 25%, what do we end up with, 700,000? 750,000? Because there was some talk about maybe just holding that until we found out about the other 1.5 million.
How much?
You have another 1.5 million that's kind of in bond.
Mhm.
No
Because
offense
they-
to the American, but I was just,
Yeah, because they moved it all around.
I was kind
Yeah,
of.
but my concern,
Just
my
maybe
concern is,
wait.
if
See what y'all get on the next.
if we solicit bids, if that passes, then I don't know how you're gonna do it. You don't have to let everybody, I mean, he can write one, the other company's gonna have to write one, we'll have to look at, I mean, they'll have to know that if you get the job, I know that, you know? Go ahead.
I just want to say one thing to the jury. We have been here for many years, and we do a lot of work that doesn't get charged
Yes, sir.
to the jury. And I don't know if y'all realize that. The capital outlay request we're putting together right now, we're talking about, there's no bill that comes to the jury. For me to come to your meetings and prepare engineering reports, y'all don't get charged an hour of time for that. Anytime we put together, there's grant programs that are out there that we know y'all have an interest in getting, like the LGAP and the CWEF. We put those applications together, we get the grants. A lot of time we process the paperwork, and y'all don't see a bill from Pan American. So we do a lot of things behind the scenes that you don't see being charged directly to the jury. Now, if there's a project, like the road project, yes, that's basically how we cover our costs, is funding the money.
Once the jury gets
Once
some
you
money
get
and
a
other
bit.
funding.
But for your small projects, like, buying the water meters down in southwest Avoyelles or anything, we put those grants together, we apply for them, we're processing them now because we're getting some invoices sent in, but the jury doesn't get a bill for all of that, so. I know not everybody probably realizes that, but that is part of the services we provide to the police jury.
Fred, I have a
On the
question.
LWI project, on the LWI applications.
Yeah, all the grant applications that we do for y'all,
Well, I've
on
been
behalf
here,
of the police jury.
I've been here a long time. I know, Red, you haven't been here as long, engineering with them. But that's why Pan American is still here. Because of what y'all, Pan American does. Over the old jurors and all, always selected y'all.
I have a question for you. When we submit capital outlay requests and the plans for it, is that charged to the jury or as part of that request?
So if you have a project that's paid for with capital outlay money, yes, it'll be, once we have a project, you'll have an engineering fee with the project. And that all is.
But like for when you're submitting it, the plans for it and all that,
Yes,
That's charged to the jury?
Yeah, once we start once we get a project description and a scope, and we start putting together plans, specs, bid proposals, advertising for bid, yes, that's all, that is part of our
But
engineering fee.
prior to the submission of the cap outlay though, we had to prepare to send it off.
We
So
don't
we
charge.
got a bill last year when we did the shelter. It's about, was it $2,000 from Pan America?
For the
The animal
animal
shelter.
shelter,
Mhm.
yeah.
We got a
did.
bill for that, yeah. We didn't get awarded the money.
But we did have to do some design on
But
that,
that's
and
'cause you'll
we
have
do
to
some
do the
engineering.
design.
I was trying to clarify, yeah, I was trying to clarify, yeah.
But when it's applying for grants and looking for grants and processing the grants and even processing the invoices to get the money back from the grants, there's no charges for those.
So there's only a charge if you have to do like a design of some type to be able to submit
Yes.
the application. Then
We,
there's
we
gonna
had
be a
to,
charge
we had
for
to
that
do
side.
quite a bit of research and work for the
For
animal
that,
shelter,
correct.
and we had to do some conceptual drawings
Right.
and a cost estimate.
Gotcha.
All right, item 5, also the, entertain a motion to adopt a resolution to select Pan American to provide professional engineers program administration services related to the 2025 House Bill number 460. Act number 461, further authorizing the president to sign an agreement. Again, this is the state money, right, for the state?
Treasury.
Again, if we bid this out, then I don't know if we can do this. So, think about that, all right? Number 6 is, entertain a motion to adopt a resolution entering a cooperative endeavor agreement with Louisiana Department of Treasury to receive funding in the amount of $218,000 and must be used for road and drainage improvements to Beauregard Lemoyne Road District 9. That we can do. Number 7 is a motion to adopt a resolution to enter in a cooperative CEA, I'm gonna cut it short, with Louisiana Department of Treasury to receive funding in the amount of $622,010 and must be used for road improvements to Reshape Road District 8. That also can be done. Number 8 is adopt a resolution to enter a cooperative endeavor agreement with Louisiana Department of Treasury to receive funding in the amount of $336,925 and must be used for road and improvements to Business Loop District 2. All right, those 3 can be done. All right, number 9, Mr. Pierce.
The planning commission approved a plat for the Mayu Estates on Highway 1188.
Okay, I missed a meeting. You be.
Yeah,
That passed the planning commission?
They passed it.
Okay. All right. Number 10, Ms. Ingrid, you'll be making a motion to, for the current HUD inspector position been made full-time mandatory due to the 2025 administrative plan. I think we have talked about that earlier. All right. Number 11, Mr. Pierce.
Yeah, again, the planning commission agreed to allow an open permit for the Simpsonport Fire Department so that they could get started on their project. We did, however, also decide not to waive any fees.
Correct. We talked about that
Fees will
today.
be the full amount.
All right. And while you're there, go do number 12 and 13 and 14.
The planning commission approved the changes to the litter ordinance that is in your packet. If they do approve the litter ordinance, they will also have to approve an open hearing for that same ordinance because it's an ordinance, it'll have to go before the public. And we have adopted a resolution that causes all new subdivision lots to be 1 acre, a minimum of 1 acre, because of the sewage issues.
And we talked about today, if they do have an issue, they'd have to come to the planning commission, a grievance.
Yeah, they can
Proceed.
come to the
Like
planning
we normally
commission
do.
with a
Grievance.
with a grievance. That's correct.
Okay. All right. 15, Mr. Allen. You open
We have a bid opening for parcel number 01108900300, and we got only 1 bid
And what-
for that property.
it. Okay.
And think we have the appraisal for the green waste.
Yeah,
site.
Yeah,
Have it.
It's in the packet.
I mean, yeah.
We have, one bid in, and that's from Kerry Morrow, $450,000.
That meets all our specs, right, that we had to.
Yes.
Okay.
Kevin, you reviewed it?
I have one other spec that I've contacted him about, and he's fine with it.
Everything's good.
Because he owns the property directly behind this pit, and I told him I want a drainage easement. A federal
Okay.
drainage easement,
Okay.
because that is where the water has to go. So while we're doing the paperwork,
Right
go
there?
ahead and get it all out, yes, sir. He kept so many feet on that, it's
But not
not
for sale,
big.
yeah.
Yeah, he kept so many feet to access his other pit that he's building. So, I really would like us to have a drainage easement through there, because, that's where we're going to have our water draining from this pit.
You mentioned that to him?
I already talked to him.
Okay, all right.
And the appraisals in the packet also.
You did?
Yeah, get it.
I have,
Okay.
oh, yeah.
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 You get that? You get that? Number 17, Mr. Thomas.
Adopt a resolution for future bid opening procedures, that all bids will be opened here at the jury office by the finance committee at the committee meetings,
Where they being opening at now?
several different locations. Pan American's office, Bourne, the Gilroy office.
All right.
This is what it used to be years ago. It used to be like that.
You
Just
have that
bringing it back.
resolution, we have that in here?
I can draft one, but I
Yeah,
don't.
okay, we need to have one drafted for Tuesday.
Mhm.
All right, 18, we need a motion to approve Pan American invoice number 35765. That's ACT 776 of $11,172.50. You want to elaborate on that? Any?
What is that for?
Oh, that's, there's a copy of it in here. That's what I was looking at when I was
It's one of them.
tabulating everything. That's, yeah, that's part of it. That'll be like the fourth payment that was in. So that's part of what he was talking about their fee was for.
All right, number 19, Mr. Sam.
I'm gonna make a motion that we get the district attorney to ask for court orders for letters for the property standards that have gone through our process and have basically been ignored, that we have court orders drawn up to handle it.
Okay. Mr. Jimmy gave 2 examples and emailed them to me. I forwarded them to both of them. So when they're here Tuesday night, hopefully they can say yay or nay to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I hadn't heard anything, so I mean, no news might be good news nowadays.
Could y'all say a little bit more detail about that? About what that?
Wait a minute,
It's
if they're not getting in compliance, they're not coming,
Oh, okay.
and we've reached out several times.
Yeah, they've had several,
Mr. Jimmy, you want?
letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, with everything that we're doing, it's kind of our opinion that, until you get to the point of trying to get people compliant, at this point, we have not gone on that scrutiny yet. And to make it legal and just acceptable, so once it's decided that people are non-compliant and the parish has to go in and do the work, it's best that you get a court order, giving the jury and its agent permission to go on that property and do it. Otherwise, you could probably get sued.
So that'll be like one of the most important things, the most difficult, issues to happen, so.
Well,
It shouldn't be, it shouldn't be, but it could be.
But that would be the more serious cases that making sure that those most serious cases are handled.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's strictly on non-compliance, so.
And the people have been given ample opportunities to come plead their case, and they
Yeah.
just refuse to show up.
About how many you suspect we have that's?
Well, what we actually need